more attention on relaxing and let the breath align with your relaxation, breathing in and out through the nose, but effortlessly just witness it and relax. So rather than try and calm your breath, calm your body. Let it go. Allow yourself to watch it coming in through your lower diaphragm or tummy. While you do that, an enormous amount of work was done by a beautiful man, some of you might have heard as Dr. Konstantin Buteyko, who I'm a great fan of. And Konstantin did a great deal of work, and a lot of it was centered around, because he's a doctor, sickness, disease, unwellness. In his method, which became the Buteyko method, he found, and they found, asthma being cleaned up as you just relax and watch your breath. It should be gentle and soft and relaxed. He found asthma disappearing. He found all sorts of ailments disappearing. His research showed that most people overbreathe or hyperventilate as a norm. And you'll hear my words they are in fight, flight, or the sympathetic nervous system most of the time. So they're acidic, and sickness and unwellness, disrepair, really only takes place in an acidic pH or environment. So as you relax and calm, there's a process which I want to teach you. And it's called controlled pause, because the pausing, as you know, really helps build CO2 and it carries the oxygen to our cells. So as you just relax and watch the breath, just really, really easily, sitting there comfortably, I'm going to ask you to do something, if you can. If you have a timer to time seconds, or a stopwatch, or your phone, just relaxing, I'm going to get you, when you're ready, and I'll explain why, to do what's called a control pause. And it will indicate where your breathing is and measure in a measured way. And I'll explain the result after you've done it. And this is not a competition. And when you do it, it needs to be able to, when you've held your breath for a moment, that you can come back to the normal breath, the gentle breath, without any effort, that you just slip straight back into it. So in other words, you haven't pushed, you haven't forced. It's really important, otherwise you can't get the measure. It's not about ego or competition or how long you can hold it, although you'll be able to hold it a lot longer. So on the out breath of one of them, just being the normal breath, not forcing it, you just bring it in and you let it out and you press your timer and just see where the seconds go to. And we'll go around the room and just see. So just gentle and then hold with the seconds. And when you get to where it's enough, so you're not holding by force, just breathe normally again. When you feel the pressure to breathe, early, not forced. And you should be able to go back to the normal gentle breath as a result. So let me know, put your hand up when you've done it. Okay, here's the go. What Buteyko found is that over 40 was a oxygenated system and really well, unlikely to be sick. Under 10, someone's going to be probably struggling with their health and or asthmatic or something like that. If you're up to 20, it's okay, but you're not anywhere near as well and strong and oxygenated as you could be or should be. If you're in 30 plus, you're getting there, like it's good, but it's not excellent. Over 40, excellent. So it's not a competition, it's just a measure. So the practice, as you just gently go back to that diaphragm breath, just gently through the nose, really gentle. It's about a gentle breath. Every once in a while throughout the day, just hold for 5 seconds and just go back to the normal. Do it as many times as you can without being fanatical. And then each morning when you wake up, sitting up, just do that test and check where that CP or control pause score is. And you'll find, so snoring, restless nights, sleep issues, digestive issues, all of that takes place basically under 30, under 20, and it needs work because most people overbreathe or hyperventilate as a norm. They're always catching their breath and not quite oxygenated. Of course, as you get older, it's really good if you can get your score up over 40, just pristine health, because people decline in their bodies, but you can do it with the techniques to really build your breathing, because your breathing and your oxygen is key to everything. Brain function, all of it. So on that note, just going into that gentle breath. And with the wisdom, knowledge, not the judgment, I recommend you do this and relax now. The theme today really is about the magic of being you, because there are so many things we can do to be in pristine order, and breathing is key. It's the beginning of life and it's the completion of life in this space, in the physical world. Last breath and the first breath and all that. It's really important. So breathing, I know I'm a guy about breathing, and in the research, I've done lots of studies, lots of reading, lots of research papers, lots of practice, lots of working with people. I see extraordinary things when people start to breathe properly. It's a marvelous thing. The brain wakes up. They start to calm down. They start to think clearly. So just noticing that and breathing in with appreciation and recognition, and just allow yourself to relax, eyes closed. And allow yourself to let go to the idea, to surrender into the idea that you have control. You have control of you. You have control of your breath. It's an incredible tool when you understand it. And you have control of your thinking. When you take control of it, it's extraordinary. You have control of your emotion. Extraordinary if you take control of it. Really, really hard and turbulent if you don't. It all goes together, it's linked. You have control of where you look visually. You have control of where you listen to, how you listen. You have control of the movement of your body. You have control that you can make decisions. They're all tools. They're not, you can just allow them to be in a random state, or you can actually take control of them and really direct your results. And of course, who you bring to moments, occasions. As you rest into that now and let go, allow yourself to rise in awareness and just let go of any idea of being attached to anything you have no control over. And that which isn't for you to control, let it go. Allow it. Allow it. It's not for you to control. It's okay. And of course, the big kahuna in that space is death. You have control of life and well-being, but you don't have control of when you're going to be taken out of the game. So let go. Don't sweat that stuff because you have no control over it. It's not for you to control. And when you do let it go, you allow your attention to go to where you do have control and leadership. And you can practice it and become masterful at things. The beautiful experience of mastery, of being inside the experience, of actually leading and knowing what you're doing and mastering it and taking it to wherever you want to take it to. You can take it to genius, extraordinary, which is what you're here to do, really, I believe, is to find your extraordinary and dive in. It's watching the breath coming in and out. And now, just 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. And as you do it, you cause coherence between the heart rhythm and the breath rhythm. It also has a magic in it. Coherence brings you, as you're doing this, to a very still place. Alkaline pH, alkaline acidity balance. Beautiful. And as you do that, just allow your world that you're envisaging and inside as you rise your awareness to come clear. You've got this. It's a marvelous thing being in aliveness, be alive. And as you bring that unique you to it, imagine floating up that place, you know, the place, the particular place where you resonate. It's just that, oh, that place, oh, that's it. Oh, that's so yummy. Oh, I love that place. It's so nice. And allow yourself to rise to where that is. Allow it rather than force it or measure it or try. Just allow yourself to rise to that space, to nature. And allow yourself to be in your nature, in permission. You're amazing and magical. And you can be even more amazing and magical as you allow yourself permission to be in that place, and allow the breath to be in that place, and where your attention is, and where you're listening from, and where your taste and smell is, and where your feelings are, and where you find the senses and go, I'm this extraordinary awareness. It's amazing. I can feel the tingling in my hands or my body. I can feel my skin with my hands and the sensations, and I'm alive. It's an incredible thing as you just perhaps lightly let your fingers just explore your fingers or your hands or arms, and just sense the aliveness and listen, perhaps as my voice chats, allow your auditory ingeniousness, the capacity to listen, to hear frequencies and sounds and decipher them and recognize them. Without even seeing them, you can recognize many things. A plane or a car in the distance, or a motorbike, or the wind, or a bird, or a leaf rustling. And every once in a while, there might be a little surprise that you don't recognize. I wonder what that is. And you might feel curious enough to go and explore it, or just let it be. But if you do get curious, just notice you heard it, and then you went to have a look. You can go and have a look and explore it and give yourself information, knowledge, if it's important for you to know. This incredible multi-sensory awareness. And you can go in and you can check your business, and you can check it from all sorts of places. You can check, a lot of people just check, has it made a profit? But there's so many other places to check it. There's checking it in terms of your team's well-being. Are they okay? Or your relationship, is your partner okay? Did you ask, check in, listen, are they okay? You can check it at the people level. You can check it from a client's perspective on the receiving end. You can check it by scoring in some way in the algorithm of marketing or media feedback, likes on your Facebook or whatever it might be. You can check, how am I doing? What's the feedback? Where's the attention? Am I invisible? You can check it. But a really good place to check how it all is the feeling in your heart, the feeling inside the experience of being you. And you can look for other people's experience of you, but yours is probably the most important, only because the permission for you to be you and your love of you and your liking of you, what makes it so much nicer. If you don't like you very much, it's hard to be feeling good, to be performing well. So just check that scale. You can do the CP, the control pause test, check your oxygenation, well-being. You can ask somebody else, how am I doing? Am I okay for you? How am I doing for you? What am I like for you? You can do a 60-degree survey and be brave, or find yourself in the middle of one and get that feedback. Varying degrees of neutral or objective, varying degrees of bias. But your feedback, it gives you. You wake up to it, you sleep to it, you walk around inside it. And as you do this, I want to give you, I know it's a little bit more informational today, but it's a bit interesting. I did some research yesterday because I have this thing. If you ask Catherine, I have this thing where I get a little obsessed with what's going on, and I do it through the metaphor of driving. And I noticed moods. What's going on at the moment? Why are people so slow? Well, they're spatially all over the place. And on some days, they can't find out where they are in the space, and they're all over the place, or they're not paying attention to what's behind them in the way of everybody. Or they're just really slow. Even when the speed limit says X, they're 20 kilometers below the speed limit. You think, what's going on? Why? So I had these theories as you breathe now, just gently, paying attention. My theory was, like, is it the chlorine in the water? Is that dumbing them down? Is it being changed? Is it the medication? Is it overwhelm? Is it stress? Anyway, the research being done in universities is onto it. And it's called cognitive myopia or overwhelm. More than 1 in 4 people are medicated every day in Australia on a permanent medication regime. Most of them on more than one: antidepressant, sleep tablets, ADHD tablets, and on and on and on. They're rattling. And of course, they trust doctors, which is fine, but they trust that it's all safe. But the research being done is it's not safe. They're not present. They're wandering. If you've ever noticed people seeming to be more spatially struggling, parking a car, or just sort of confused, or they'll all come to a point where they don't know which one they let to go first, and they're all confused. They just sit there. They don't know what to do. I'm noticing it more and more, and I got concerned saying what's happening. But the research is showing what's happening. There's over medication, poor breathing, overwhelm, disconnected, exhausted, tired. But you're different. You're different because you're here and do other things that are more conscious. People are scared. They don't know what's happening. They're watching the lack of statesmanship. They're watching lack of leadership. They're watching selfish leadership. They're watching lying leadership. They're watching it and going, something's wrong. I don't trust banks. I don't trust politicians. I don't trust this. I don't trust feeling a sense of out of control. And I don't want to focus on that in a negative way. I want you just to be aware. And you probably already are. And as you just breathe gently, notice that you don't need to be in that space. You can take control. By the way, if you breathe properly and think properly, the odds of needing medications all the time is really low as a solution. If you do the breath that I've just suggested, or do the breath works, you'll find that you'll be in pretty good order and you won't need medications much, if at all. So just noticing it now, elevating to your potential where you're in control. And if you are medicated, if you are in some sort of regime, that's fine. But just make sure you know the side effects. Doctors get a little annoyed when you ask, what are the side effects though? Oh, it's safe. No. Or you can go on Google and look them up. What are the side effects? And you'll find some incredible things. You go, oh my God, you're kidding me. Causes this, causes that. So as you pay attention, not to be cynical, not to go into a conspiracy theory, just to be aware, because you're beautiful and you deserve to be in good order. And you have the capacity to control even more of your health and your mind. Great choices. Careful. In America, over 70% of the population are medicated. I think it's pretty much the same here. Well, 1 in 4, what's that, 5%? I think it's more that are medicated. As a solution for health, very concerning. So as you come into the breath, I want you now to notice you have control over your well-being. And now as you sit in this space and just allow yourself to breathe it in with consciousness, now bring the awareness of your world into your consciousness, and in the awareness of the week around you, the day before you, and just allow yourself to recognize it, to pay attention to the space, because in your controlled good order, you're going to influence that week by who you bring to it. And as you check, just notice, who do you choose to bring to it? Who is extraordinary, resilient, beautiful, centered, radiant, conscious, confident. And now go into the bigger breath. Yourself getting lightheaded, feel yourself oxygenating, feel yourself getting tingly, feeling yourself finding the balance of the oxygen and the CO2, the chemistry. And as you envisage the week before you, see it as an opportunity, an extraordinary space, a play space, a tapestry, an extraordinary place to come and play, to dance, to play, to influence, to create. It's amazing. And as you do that, step your awareness into it and hold on the out breath, a bigger hold, and sit in it. And imagine your resonance, your vibration, expanding out at a really beautiful frequency, a resonance that reflects through your emotion, that reflects through your the way you see, the clarity of your hearing, the stillness in you that can listen, be patient, consider good decisions, choose to eat well. And as you look at your week, just entering it and influencing it, it's like your thinking of it as such causes it. And as you enter it with a conscious, chosen state, to see it and rise its awareness, its level of frequency, its good vibe to extraordinary, to mystical, to awake, to magic, to coincidence, to good fortune. So money can find its way in. So good people can find their way in. So that good decisions can be made in the play space. So that cooperation can take place. Good health, healthy business, reflecting you. And that when there's problems, challenges, impossibles, just notice them as exciting. Just go, wow, we need to overcome this. We need to sort it, solve it. And as we do that, we grow as a team. We grow as a unit. I grow. I expand. And as I grow, I evolve. And as I evolve, I attract more goodness, more resilience, more abundance, flow, playfulness, surprising fortunes, good luck. And recognizing that you already have everything you need as a resource that you bring to it. So as you take control of your emotion, your attention, your breath, where you look, your movement, your mood, the words you choose when you communicate, the way you listen, the way you ask questions to get curious and answer. Allow yourself to connect now with your attention into your heart muscle. And it's magic. It's inspiration. It's spirit. It's love. It's appreciation. It's empathy. It's cohesion. It's flow. And allow the heart muscle as it works to come in and bring heart to the space. Bring heart to the space. Influence it, like walking as many of you have this weekend, hiking, walking, entering nature, looking at trees and foliage, rivers, the lovely sound of a little river, doing its thing, a waterfall, a lake, an ocean, and the marvelous wind. At the moment it's blustery and wild, and it stirs the water element, the ocean, and it stirs the trees and the movement and the bending of branches. It's all part of this incredible connectedness. And in it, there is this space. The air blows. windy, and breathe it. Take it in. Yeah. Wow. There's plenty. It's blowing stuff about. Sometimes it's so still. Not a breath. Such a subtle breath. And the ocean's still. If you come inside you with your awareness, notice the calmness of you in spite of the storm outside. Sometimes the wildness cleans things up, blows things around, blows the dust away, shifts things, stirs the ocean up. Notice inside you the same. Sometimes you're stirred up. Sometimes you're dealing with a problem. Sometimes you're dealing with someone else who's difficultying, and you bring stillness to it, awareness, and you choose to influence it. And you get very clear about what you're causing and what you want to maintain. And you want to cause beauty and love and joy, balance, prosperity, harmony. You choose it, and you deserve to choose it. And sometimes you need to tidy the space up to make it harmonious. Sometimes it's already in that pristine space. You can be in it and enjoy, relax. Sometimes you've got to tidy up. Sometimes you've got to tidy up. We walk in and we leave things on a bench or on a chair, or we leave a chair out. And over time you look and you go, oh, gee, it's untidy. Because we sort of don't put it back. It's okay. But you notice it and you put it back, and it's a bit untidy, a little disheveled. And you come in and you influence it, or you're lucky enough to get someone to do it for you or to help you. But then it's done, it's back in order again. Life's like that. You can check your money. Oh, I better cause some more money. Or I'll cause a treasure chest. Make it a bit more abundant so I can fall back on it. Or my car needs new tires. They will run for you. They will be strong for you, but you need to check them. We're going skiing soon in the next couple of weeks and driving down to Perisher. And I said to Catherine, I need to go and get the tires all checked to make sure that they're safe for us. And I do it, or I don't do it, and then a tire. And you see people with oh, something went wrong, or the engine broke down, or I don't have an engine, but if you know, like all of that, and you notice they didn't maintain it, they didn't tidy it, they didn't keep it in good order. And then they're stuck in the middle of nowhere going, oh, I don't want to be here. We're on a holiday. Why are we here? Did you do that? No, I didn't do it. I thought you did it. Yeah, but you always forget things, and then we blame and we get angry, and we know just the noise and the blah. And just notice it, and then notice your stillness. And as you breathe into your beautiful place and look at your week, is it tidy? Is it in reasonably good order? Not fanatical, not obsessive, just where things need to be to find them, or that they look nice, or they're clean. Everything's where it is so that I can find it and others can find it, and we agree on places. Or you can spend the morning getting distressed, running around saying, where's my thing? Where's my thing? Who moved my thing? My thing, where's my thing? I know I left it there. Well, you didn't, because it would be there. Look, and we just come back in and go, tidy my world, be a little bit ordered, a little bit organized, and it'll serve you. It'll serve you because it'll be where it needs to be when you need it. And it'll be in good order, and it'll run for you. It'll be reliable for you. So you don't get stuck in the middle of nowhere. That you are found, not lost. Where are you? I'm found. I know where I am, and I'm surrounded by reliable beings that support my work, and I support theirs, and money's good, and things are in good order, and my health's in good order, and my breathing's in good order, and I'm so grateful, I'm so happy, I'm so blessed. So as you gently breathe awareness and look at your week, run another vigorous breath, filled with gratitude and oxygen. Take the air, there's so much of it at the moment, it's blowing everywhere. Grab some, go on, it's yours. Take your share, go on, there's plenty. There's plenty. And wherever you like, just breathe out and hold. And sit in that hold. And allow yourself to expand the heart rhythm. You can even put your hand or your fingers on your pulse and feel the rhythm of the pulse as it's causing coherence in its flow, in its balance. And being now in the center is you're not waiting for the world to do stuff so you're okay. You're doing stuff so the world's okay, your world's okay. And there's the stuff you can control and the stuff you can't. There's the stuff you can influence and the stuff you can't. Don't spend time on the stuff you can't. Don't waste that energy. Allow it. And if it's unpleasant, leave the space and go to your place where you can influence it. If you can influence it, try. And if the space responds, then it shifts and changes. You check, do I need to change or shift? And you make an adjustment. But just allow yourself to be in humor and notice you can't control a traffic jam. You can't control all the people that are medicated to the hilt where they're rattling down the highway. Just let go. Allow them. I'm talking to myself as I say that because sometimes I find myself yelling, fuckwit, idiot, what a dickhead, moron, all those loving words. So everybody's a moron except me in those moments. And then someone's tooting at me saying, I'm not a moron. You're a moron. And then you see the humor in it. Where do you live? Moronville. They're all dickheads except me. I'm the blessed one. I'm enlightened. They're all fucked. Or you can come back out and go, shh, get over yourself and just breathe. Just laugh and smile and giggle. And you can even be honest and go, I'm being a bit of a moron, but I'm letting go my moron and coming into my centered me. I'm thinking of writing a book called My Inner Moron, My Moron and Me. It's funny, isn't it, as we laugh at ourselves. So as you find your way to be aware and you look at the world, come into the room now, bringing your best. Bringing your best.